Well, hello everybody. It's Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is 7 o'clock on Saturday. So that means it is time for a quick video, or a medium fast video. Let me just go ahead and do a quick refresh over here to be sure I am actually out on the interwebs. It looks like I am. I see my hands moving. That's a good sign. Hello, Debbie. Appreciate you coming. I hope you are having a good weekend and that it is not getting ready to pour cats and dogs wherever you are. Hey, Rosie. Appreciate you coming. All right, so this card uses a bundle that, to be quite honest, I thought it was really only going to be one of those kind of every once in a while you'd do it, but I can tell you in the next 4 or 5 days you're going to see me use this bundle again a couple more times on completely different projects. All right, so this is Marius trees, and it's a great set. Not only can you cut out different sizes of trees, these dies right here work together so you can actually stamp and layer your trees. So you can stamp this image here in multiple colors and cut out different layers and layer them all up. Or you can do like I did, which is just stamp the whole tree and then use this die right here with the 3 sections to cut them all out. Or don't forget, this is a perfectly sized tag. Okay, we have tailor-made tags, which is a great set, but all of those tags are quite narrow. So this one gives you a much wider field of vision, if you will. And you will see a card that I used this on, like, I don't know, Monday. So it's a great set just for that, but it's also got great trees and great stars and all sorts of fun stuff. So put Merriest trees on your wish list for the 6th. Hello, everybody. I appreciate you guys coming. Does this work with any of the DSP? I do not believe so, no. It is not necessarily in a suite. It is close by the Merry, Bold, and Bright DSP, but it doesn't cut out any of their things. And I don't recall having seen anything that it would work in. So I'm going to go with no. But I did just have a thought that I'm going to check. It's possible that these will cut out the tree that is in the Very Cute set. I'm not entirely sure about that, but that's something I'm going to take a look at because now I'm intrigued. All right, so let's go ahead and put this in. Oh, yes, A Walk in the Forest. Yes, I'm sorry. I think that one might work. Let me look and see. I forgot about that one. Let's see if we see anything in here that would make us think that that would work. Let me see. Nothing there. Now remember, the Polar Bear Punch works. There we go. I'm betting you that will work right there. There we go. Yeah. So you can cut out that top portion. The scallops don't work exactly right, but I think it would be close enough to make yourself happy. Let me check another thing here. Let's check this smaller one. Look at that. That's fairly perfect. In fact, I'm going to even go out on a limb and say it's completely perfect. So you could do this one. You could do this one's going to be a little different across the bottom, but you can absolutely cut out these smaller ones with the dies. So like I said, it's a really useful die set. And with the matching stamps, it's a great bundle. So put it on your list. Okay. Yes, you do need to get the stamps and dies. Yes, ma'am. Alrighty. And just so you know, I'm starting to put together my special bundles. I'm going to put those out there for public consumption probably, maybe a week from Monday, maybe a little quicker. So be watching. You might see this in a special bundle. Just saying. Okay, so here's our set. What is this? Oh, it's a card. Yes. Here's our card. Good Lord. And here's the inside. I've just simply stamped a tree with some bows. And we also are using the very cool Christmas Tidings embossing folder, which is fun. It's just got all sorts of... I have got a bug flying around on me. Stop it. all sorts of fun little sentiments. So we've got Christmas, jolly, tinsel, peace, tidings, Noel. So it's fun, and that's what we've used on here. So let's get started. Everything will be on my blog tomorrow, so you can just watch. It works on all the trees on that sheet. There you go. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start by adhering a piece of the Merry Bold and Bright DSP on a piece of Poppy Parade. I love Poppy Parade for Christmas. So pretty. And I really love this striped piece of paper. I really, really do. I really played around with which paper to use, and this one struck me as kind of perfect. So that's what I did. I also used the second to largest deckled rectangle die to cut out a piece of basic white, and then I embossed it in the aforementioned Christmas Tidings embossing folder. And we're going to adhere that to the card front with Stampin' Dimensionals. Hey, make note of what Rosie said. This is my last live video until a week from this coming up Thursday. I'm going to be out of town Thursday through Sunday, and that's not going to be good for doing videos. So I'll be doing a Zoom the Craft Room tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and then that will be my last one until 1 week down the road. All right, so I will miss everybody. But I got to go to Vegas because Las Vegas is going to have a hurricane. Amy and I were chatting this morning about the fact that we went to New Orleans in hurricane season and there was no problem. But we're going to go to Las Vegas and there's going to be a hurricane. Who'd have thunk? Okay, so we're just going to center this up with our Stampin' Dimensionals. Like so. And then we're going to do some trees. And I've done a little bit of die cutting ahead of time. Because, you know, I'm trying to help you. Hey, Amy. All right. So I already have one tree in shaded spruce and one tree in granny apple green. And then I cut out some stars. I actually have more stars. Oh, wait, no, I need 3 stars. 3 stars is how many stars I need. So we'll go ahead and put those together. These little dies right here are all from Merriest trees, and I just cut them right out of gold foil. So I cut 3 of the outlines and 3 of the solids, and I'm going to do a little quick on the... You used to live in Las Vegas and New Orleans, so you understand why we were concerned about going to New Orleans, but we were not concerned about going to Las Vegas other than that we were going to be hot. So I'm like, okay, that just sort of figures. All right, glue, come on out of there. There we go. Glue wants to be sticky, apparently. There we go, just a little bit. And actually, if I thought about this, when you make this card, put this foil on a little bit of adhesive sheet and use that. It will work fine for this. I believe. It's just kind of out of my cross check. So there we go. So we're just doing that 3 times. And you're going to see in a minute, I'm going to do some adhering of some garland. Well, for goodness sake, what are you doing? And you're going to think, gosh, Mary, you could have used the adhesive sheets on there too. But see, I don't think I would have, because I like to be able to move it around just a little bit on there. This one is a little more, there's really only one place it can go. So you can kind of get there on the first go. But for the garland, I think you would want to use your liquid glue. But that's just me. Oh, what? Oh, worst forest fires in more than 20 years. In Nevada? Well, that'll be fun. Yeah, well, you know what? It's gotten to where I'm not sure there's anywhere weather-wise that you can count on these days. I feel pretty confident Maui didn't figure on what they ended up with. So we are going to keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. And maybe I'll throw in an extra pair of underwear, just in case. Just in case. There we go. Okay, now, oh, I just knocked one on the floor. Hang on. Let me grab it. There he is. Okay. Now, before I get too much further down the road, I'm going to stamp that and cut out my last tree. And it is my lemon lime twist tree. Oh, okay. Well then, whew, I'm sorry you're having fires. I really am, because yeah, and you've been having fires for a long time. So I hope you guys get through that pretty quick, because it's getting to be rough. It has been rough for a while. So I stamped part of the tree. Really all I want is that those top 3 sections, right? So now I will take my die. In my blog, I say a medium tree die, and that's this one. But the way you know it is because it has 3 sections. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out right quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right here. I haven't really gone anywhere. I am right here. I am right here. So I can hear everything you're saying. Okay, here we go. Okie dokie. All right, so here's our 3 trees. And I'm going to go ahead and put these on, and let me just kind of show you. Oh, wow. Carolyn, I'm sure sorry about that. Okie doke. All right, so I kind of lined this up by centering my card on a line of my grid paper. All right, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half on both sides of this 0 line. Okay, so I'm going to start with my shaded spruce. Is going to be right in the middle, right about there. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere him with some liquid glue. I don't know. This could be a her. I don't know. I just said him. A little bit of liquid glue. And then I'm going to put my lemon lime twist guy on the other side. Let's say right about there. And really now what I'm doing is I'm centering the point of this tree about halfway between this 0 line and the edge. So, you know, it's kind of like right about there. It is not exact science. And the other thing I'm doing, besides trying to get them kind of evenly spaced, is I am not lining up the bottoms, all kind of like on purpose. Okay, I just want them offset just a little bit. Okay, so they look more like trees in a forest than trees in a line, if that made sense. And now, oh, let go of that. Come on now. Come on now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Trinidad, California. Now, Angela, I don't know where that is exactly. I grew up in California, and I've spent a few years in California with the military and otherwise, but I do not know, I don't think I know where Trinidad is. All right. And some stars. I know, it's already making you smile. Now, this die right here cuts out 5 lengths of garland, all right? And I think they fit just fine if you want to go, you know, across like that. But, or, you know, with the big one like that. Where is my thing? There. So it would be like that, and then the next one would go up, and the next one would go up, and the next one would go up. But I don't want them to go straight across, and I don't have as many as it would cut out. So all I did was kind of just cut what I needed. You know what I mean? Whatever I needed is what I cut. So this one took about 7. This one was about 6. So we're going to go like that. And then just, you know, just cut it. Make it what you need it to be. So no big deal. It's cardstock, people. Way north, almost Oregon on the coast. Oh, cool. I hope you're not having fires. I want that a little shorter. This is why I hardly put up any decorations on my tree anymore, because I'm not good at it. I'm just not. I mean, I'm willing to fess to that I am really just not that great at decorating trees. All right. And obviously I'm cheating a little bit by looking at my sample. And so I know what it is, but when you do it the first time, just figure out how many little dots you need, right? And then put that many, cut that many. All right. And then I think we're gonna do a 4-banger. Here's a 4-banger, but I don't want that little tab on the end. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my glue now and adhere it. About 100 miles from us, we do get a bit of smoke. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the smoke is a booger. There's no doubt the smoke is a booger. Makes it very difficult to want to be outside. We had a couple of days back in the kind of first round of the fires from Canada that it finally came. It really did kind of get down here to Atlanta, but it wasn't horrible. I mean, we knew it was here. You could definitely tell it was here, but it wasn't as bad as it was like in New York. So we were fortunate. I think the people on the other end of Atlanta were maybe a little less fortunate than we were. Okay, so there's that one. And yay for you, I'm going to do a few more. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Okay. So you're just going to have to suck it up, Buttercup. Or, I mean, I suppose you could leave if you get bored, but I hope you won't. I hope you won't. I learned a new, oh gosh, this morning. This morning we were out checking on the garden, and all of a sudden Wayne goes, uh-oh, uh-oh. And I'm thinking, oh, but what in the world? Well, it was the attack of the tomato hornworms. Oh my Lord. They were everywhere. I swear to you, they weren't there yesterday. Okay, that probably isn't true because they were pretty big and they probably had to have been there a while. But if you've ever searched for a hornworm, you know they are not easy to find. But they were everywhere on our outside tomatoes. And Wayne's like, just grab them off of there. No, sorry. I draw the line at touching worms. He's like, they're just worms. That's exactly the problem. They're worms. They are so hard to see. That is right. But, okay, this is gross. So if you're grossed out easily, close your ears for just a second. We were alerted to their presence by massive amounts of worm poop on the plastic mulch at the base of the bed. At the bottom of the plants. It was like, oh, no, that is gross. They poop a lot because they're eating. But my goodness, they just about, they had a party on my tomatoes. I looked all over the ones that are inside the cold hoop and I didn't see them. So that was a good thing. Hopefully they will not be there. I'm going to cut that off right there like that. We'll pick him up a little bit and get him under. There we go. Okay, one more. Stick with me, people. Stick with me. So we got them all off, and hopefully they'll stay gone. Heck, there could be 12 more in there, and you just couldn't even see them because they're just disgusting. They're just disgusting. 34 degrees. I'm guessing, I think that's hot, right? I think that's hot, yes. Yeah, Robin, that sounds about right. Wayne dropped them all into a tub, and then I don't know what he did with them. He took them away somewhere else. Somewhere else. I mean, you know, they're really just doing their worm thing, but, ugh. And they really do a number on plants. My gosh. My gosh. And it's so fast. That's the part that is just amazing, is 1 second everything is fine, and then they must just be eating machines. It's insane. All right. I am totally just trying to fill the time here with yap and chatter about hornworms, because this is kind of like watching cement dry, right? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's see. We'll do 6 there. And I don't think they all have to be exactly the same. I mean, right? And yeah, you are correct, Sharon. And then all of a sudden, all the leaves are gone. It's crazy. But that does kind of clue you in where they are. Because, you know, they do leave a trail of destruction like nobody's business. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I want there. Okay, we're almost done. I promise. I promise. Okay. And you could do this in gold foil. You could do it in whatever makes you happy. Okay, now I'm going to get us a sentiment. There you go. You can say you learned about worm poop tonight. I'm telling you, it's their tomato worm heel. They can't keep from doing it. And so you can go like, oh, you're here. Somebody's here. Somebody's here. All right. Now, here is a piece. It's about 5/8 inch wide and 3 inches long. And I am going to stamp. Hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season in Poppy Parade ink. All right. There we go. Hopefully that's straight. Oh, I didn't even stamp. There it is. All right. And then I'm just going to use my snips to add a little banner end in the right end. Just snip up a little ways in the center and then go in the corner to your snip and from the corner to your snip. And there you go. And we're going to adhere that with some dimensionales. Dimensionales, oh dimensionales, where are you? You guys, it is, what day is this? The 19th. It's only like a week and a half left. Not very many days left to cash in your bonus days coupons if you haven't done that already. And we are within about 2.5 weeks of the new catalog going live. Yay! 6th September. 6th September. All right, we're just going to adhere that right there. Hopefully that's kind of straight. There we go. Okay, now I have some gems in a blueberry bushel. I'm going to put a small one in the middle of each of these stars. I would not have thought, I don't know why I wouldn't have thought about blueberry bushel for Christmas. I wouldn't have, but it's kind of perfect. I'm just saying. And then I'm going to put one of the big ones right there. And that's our card front. Boom, chakalaka. Now, on the inside, I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green to stamp the tree. Let me just clean this off a little bit. You could also use the Lemon Lime Twist, but my card base is Lemon Lime Twist, so I wanted to have a little more contrast. So I picked the Granny Apple Green. Why? Because the shaded spruce was a little too dark to stamp my little bows. Okay? Very, very logical if you just, think about it for just a second. It's very logical. Okay, so we're going to ink up in Granny Apple Green and stamp it right here in the corner, like so. And I don't like that, so I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to clean that off, and I'm going to drop it down just a little bit. There we go. And in a fit of efficiency, okay. Rosie, can you take care of that for me? All right, we're going to do the same on the envelope in Granny Apple Green. All right. Now, I'm going to take that adorable little bow. Hello. And we're going to stamp some bows See, what we're going to do here is we're just going to add 3 bows to our tree. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Like that. And then we'll get the tree for the inside done as well. 1, 2, and 3. And I think you can see that shaded spruce would be too dark. It just wouldn't look so good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. It's a cute set. It really is. And it's a little bit, I think it's a little bit of a flyover. I think people kind of miss it. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't be like me, because I really, truly almost didn't get it in my first pre-order. And now I would have been very sad if I hadn't. Okay, now we're going to put it into our lemon lime twist card base. And pop our card front on with dimensionals. Never too many dimensionals. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think you're right. Amy or Rosie, could you help me with those folks, please? Thank you. And, oh, jeez. Okay, let's see. Where's my card front? Does anybody see? Does anybody see my card front? There it is. Okay. Thanks. I know this is a Smile Maker card. I think it's a Smile Maker. And that, I believe, is due very much give credit to the Mary Bold and Bright paper. And that's another one that's a surprise for me, because it is, you know, I'm not a Mary Bold and Bright kind of person for my cards. I prefer the more subdued things, kind of vintage. So I wasn't really sure I was going to love this paper, but I kind of love the paper. And the fun thing about it is just holiday neutral enough that I think you could use it all year for, thank you, Mary Lou, I appreciate that. And I think you could use it for birthdays, you could do it for any kind of celebration, anniversaries, just quite a few things that I think you could use it. Let me be sure I'm not putting this on upside down. There we go. Alrighty. And boom. And then I'll put a little more of the DSP on the envelope flat. Thank you, Carol. Thanks, Carolyn. Thank you, Amy. Always, always. Okay, here we go. Sometimes I wonder if we know if they really are or not, but then I think, yes, I think they probably are. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, I got a little bit there. I'm just gonna blame that on the post office. No, I'll fix it. I'm kidding. Don't take me so seriously. I'm kidding. But you could. Seriously, you could. Because I have now gotten packages twice in a row, once from Stampin' Up! And once from Pampered Chef, that looked like, one was UPS and one was FedEx, so this is not a diss on the Postal Service, but both of them looked like they'd been kicked and stomped and then, you know, dragged behind the truck. So there we go. 2 cards. Look at how far ahead I'm getting for Christmas. It's crazy. And I'm giving you all of these wonderful ideas. So I hope you will consider these, and I hope you will consider this suite and this bundle. Thank you so much. Thanks, Debbie. I'm going to stay away from the casino. I'm pretty certain. I appreciate y'all coming. Don't forget, no videos on Thursday or Saturday of next week. I'll be back a week from Thursday. I believe that's the 31st. And I hope you have a great week, and watch for some updates. I'm sure I'll post something from Las Vegas. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Weekend.